Good morning. We are the team conformed by and I, Andrea Martinez, and we're going to expose about the Bacillus thuringiensis.
What is Bacillus thuringiensis? Bt is a microbe naturally found in soil. It makes protein that are toxic to immature insects. There are many types of Bt. It targets different insect groups. Target insects include beetles, mosquitoes, black flies, caterpillars, and moths. With Bt pesticides, routine testing is required to ensure that unwanted toxins and microbes are not present. Bt has been registered for use in pesticides by the USA Environment. Some products that contain Bacillus thuringiensis. Currently, Bt strains are found in over 100 registered pesticide products. Bt products are used on crops and ornamental plants. Others are used in outdoor buildings, in aquatic settings, and in aerial application. These products are commonly sprays, dust, granules, and pellets. Some of these products are approved for use in organic agriculture. How does Bacillus thuringiensis work? Bt makes toxins that target insect larvae when eaten. In their gut, the toxins are activated. The activated toxin breaks down their gut, and the insects die of infection and starvation. Death can occur within a few hours or weeks. The different types of Bt create toxins that can only be activated by the target insect larvae.
How might I be exposed to Bacillus thuringiensis? People are most commonly exposed to Bt through their diet at very low levels. Exposure can also occur if you breathe in or get it on your skin or eyes. For example, this can occur while applying sprays or dust during windy conditions. You may also be exposed after using a product if you don't wash your hands before eating or smoking. Since Bt is commonly found in soils, exposures not related to pesticides are also possible. Pets might be exposed to this product in treated bird baths or water fountains. You can limit your exposure and reduce the risk by carefully following the label instructions. What are some signs and symptoms from a brief exposure to Bacillus thuringiensis? Bt is low in toxicity to people and other mammals. Several studies have found no evidence of sickness or infection as a result of exposure. However, some products with Bt have caused eye and skin irritation. In one study, rats breathed in very high doses of concentrated Bt. Some had runny noses, crusty eyes, and goosebumps. Others were less active or lost weight. What happens to Bacillus thuringiensis when it enters the body? When eaten, Bt is confined to the gut. It does not reproduce, and the toxin is broken down like other proteins in the diet. Bt leaves the body within 2 to 3 days. If breathed in, Bt can move to the lungs, blood, lymph, and kidneys. Bt is then attacked by the immune system. Levels of Bt decrease quickly one day after exposure.
Is Bt likely to contribute to the development of cancer? No data were found on the cancerogenic effects of Bt in humans. However, in an animal study, rats were fed very high doses of Bt for 2 years. No evidence of cancer was observed. As anyone studied non-cancer effects from long-term exposure to Bt. Bt is only activated in the alkaline environment of the insect wood, compared to the acidic environment of human stomach. In human stomach, It is easily digested. As such, no adverse effects are expected after too long-term dietary exposure to BT. Are children more sensitive to BT than adults? Children may be especially sensitive to pesticides compared to adults. However, there are currently no data showing that children have increasing sensitive specifically to BT.
What happened to Bacillus thuringiensis in the environment? Toxins created by Bt are rapidly broken down by sunlight and acidic soil. Other microbes in soil can also break it down. Bt doesn't really live in soil. It typically remains in the top several inches of soil. Bt remains dormant in most natural soil conditions. However, there has been some reproductions in nutrient-rich soil. On the soil surface, dormant Bt cells last only a few days. However, below the soil surface, they can last for months or years. The half-life in unfavorable soil is about 4 months. Bt toxin breaks down much faster. In one study, 12% remained after 15 days. In water, Bt doesn't really reproduce. A study found Bt toxin in the air were broken down rapidly by sunlight. 41% of the toxin remained after 24 hours. On plant surface, sunlight breaks down Bt. The half-life of Bt toxin is 1 to 4 days. Can Bacillus thuringiensis affect birds, fish, or other wildlife? Bt is practically non-toxic and non-pathogenic to birds, fish, and shrimps. No adverse effects or infections once found in rats given large doses of two different Bt strains. There isn't evidence that Bt can cause disease or outbreak among wild animals. Little to no direct toxicity, non-target insects and other shell invertebrates has been observed. Bt doesn't seem to hurt earworms, however, the Azewi strain is highly toxic to honeybees. Other strains have minimal toxicity to honeybees. Water fleas exposed to the Kurstaki and Israeli strains showed moderate toxicity. The Eusai strains are highly toxic to water fleas. However, evidence suggests that toxicity to those non-target may be related to impurities from the production of Bt.